The iPhone 13 could be announced as soon as September 14th based on the latest rumors, and that means lots of people are wondering what the new iPhone could feature, and if it will be worth the upgrade. We can't answer the latter question until we do our own iPhone 13 review, but we have lots of reports and leaks that have combined to offer a pretty clear picture of what to expect from the new iPhone 13 lineup. In fact, some of the rumors are fairly last minute, including the possibility of satellite connectivity. And we're hearing that the iPhone 13 could possibly cost more this time around due to rising production costs. Here are the 10 biggest iPhone 13 features and upgrades we've heard about thus far, not including obvious things like a faster A15 Bionic chip. So let's take a look at the top 10 interesting facts about iPhone 13. Number 10. Design of the lineup iPhone. The iPhone 12 returned to flat sides with a new design, which means the iPhone 13 will likely not change much year over year. The longer a design can be reused, the wider the margins Apple can make on iPhone sales. The most noticeable physical changes to the device could be the camera bump and notch. The camera bump is expected to change from separate bumps for each lens to a single sheet of glass covering all lenses. This would reduce wobble when laying the device flat on its back. Apple has been investigating methods to hide certain elements of the Face ID True Depth system behind the display. Some Android manufacturers have managed to hide selfie cameras behind the display, but the True Depth system is much more complex. Apple may be able to hide the selfie camera and a few other sensors in the iPhone 13 by placing them under the display or raising them into the bezel. Either possibility would yield a smaller notch. It is highly unlikely the notch will be eliminated anytime soon. Number 9. iPhone 13 Satellite Communications. Here's an iPhone 13 leak we didn't see coming. According to Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, the iPhone 13 will feature satellite communications via a custom version of the Qualcomm X60 modem and a possible collaboration with Globalstar. Once enabled, the feature would allow users to make calls and text without the need for a cellular connection. This would come in very handy, and maybe even save lives for those who are out of range of traditional cell towers. While satellite connectivity sounds compelling, it's unclear how extensive this support will be. According to Bloomberg, Apple could be planning to use the iPhone's ability to connect to satellite as part of plans to enable an emergency alert system where you'll be able to send messages to contacts and emergency services when a cellular connection isn't available. Number 8. Face ID that works with masks. While we're surprised that Apple reportedly won't offer in-screen Touch ID on the iPhone 13, there could be another solution. There is a report that Apple is testing out revamped Touch ID hardware that would be able to work with masks. There's no guarantee that this tech will be ready in time for the iPhone 13 launch, but it's encouraging that Apple is at least working on a solution as the government emphasizes to wear masks even vaccinated people. Number 7. Biometrics. The fingerprint sensor was replaced with Face ID on the iPhone X, and this caused a shift in the entire smartphone market. Some manufacturers moved to face recognition, while others moved to place the fingerprint sensor below the display. Apple has been rumored almost every year since the iPhone X to be resurrecting Touch ID in the iPhone through some kind of underscreen or power button implementation. Rumors indicate that Apple is working on the technology, but the iPhone 13 likely won't have Touch ID in any form. Number 6. ProMotion Display. The iPhone could gain a ProMotion display in 2021 to optimize viewing content, but may necessitate the use of LTPO technology to keep the battery life under control. Samsung has used similar techniques to push its display refresh rate up to 120 Hz as well. It is claimed that Apple wants both Pro models to have 120 Hz refresh rates, but they must be variable to prevent inadvertent battery drain. This would be accomplished by using LTPO backplanes, which is what the Apple Watch uses to remain always on by slowing the screen to as little as 1 Hz. Number 5. iPhone 13 Pro 120Hz displays. For several months we've been seeing rumors about the iPhone 13 finally adopting a 120Hz display, which would enable smoother scrolling and overall performance. We're also anticipating that Apple would optimize a number of games in Apple Arcade to take advantage of the higher refresh rate. The bad news is that this upgrade is reportedly limited to the iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max, with the ProMotion name being used to describe the feature. We really hope this rumor isn't true, as the best Android phones under $500 offer fast refreshing displays, but we'll have to see. Maybe the iPhone 13 will go up to 120 Hz, but the ProMotion panels on the Pro models will be able to scale down further to save battery life. Number 4. iPhone 13 cameras portrait mode video and astrophotography. iPhone 13 cameras are tipped for a number of hardware upgrades, including sensor shift stabilization on all 4 models, and an improved ultra-wide lens on the iPhone 13 Pro models with autofocus. There could also be a folded optical zoom lens on the iPhone 13 Pro and/or Pro Max. But I'm more excited about the rumored computational photography upgrades for the new iPhones, including portrait mode video and astrophotography. Portrait mode video isn't new, as it's found on flagships like the Galaxy S21 Ultra, but the iPhone generally takes better portraits than Samsung's phones, so I'm excited to see how Apple can make the bokeh effect compelling in the video. Astrophotography could be an even bigger deal, as iPhones have struggled shooting the night sky for years. I find it extremely difficult to get a good photo of the moon, so it would be nice to see more attention paid to this special breed of nighttime shots. Number 3. Bigger batteries and longer battery life. The iPhone 12 battery life results did not exactly impress us, with the exception of the iPhone 12 Pro Max, so we're happy to report that all 4 new iPhone 13 models are tipped for bigger batteries. This should result in longer endurance. For example, the iPhone 13 mini is tipped to feature a 2,406 mAh battery, up from 2,227 mAh on the 12 mini, while the regular iPhone 13 would go from 2,815 to 3,095 mAh. The same thing goes for the iPhone 13 Pro, which is expected to have the same size 6.1-inch display. Lastly, the iPhone 13 Pro Max is said to be jumping from 3,687 to 4,352 mAh. So we expect at least the Pro Max to make our best phone battery life list. Number 2. iPhone 13 smaller notch. Yes, I wish the iPhone's notch was going away completely, but it's nice to know that Apple could be reducing the iPhone 13 notch by up to 25%. This will reportedly be accomplished via more compact TrueDepth sensors, and Apple potentially moving the speaker away from the notch area and further up on the phone. The notch has been an eyesore since the iPhone X launched in 2017, but I believe it's been worth the trade-off because of just how well Touch ID works. Believe me, as the face recognition on phones like the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is slow and shaky at best. Still, I'm glad that we could be getting a bit more screen real estate back. Number 1. Processor and storage. As it is true that every year, we expect the next iPhone to feature an all-new Apple-designed processor. This one is likely to be called A15, and it will probably be produced by TSMC on an enhanced 5nm process. Expect some small but significant improvements to CPU and GPU performance, along with a faster neural engine, image processor, and enhanced energy efficiency. Several leakers and analysts say that this will be the first year that Apple will produce an iPhone with a 1TB storage option. However, a recent report claims that Apple is sticking with 512GB at the upper end. So let's hope for the best. And if you enjoyed my video, just like it and share with the friends who are also waiting for iPhone lineup series.